Bam! Welcome to another episode of Mike Sports. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Landry. Landry, how the hell are you?
Well, we got some NFL schedule out, and I got my cheater cap on today, which means I'm probably having an affair with my girlfriend. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
naturally. I'll just, if she walks in, I'll just hit on the trash cans, right? That's what we got to do.
Nice. Man,
Yeah.
the schedule is out, and we have Brady going to the Pats.
Yeah. I gotta ask you right off the bat, what if there's 5 games, okay, that you're looking forward to, what are they?
Well, obviously the 49ers Lions. Psych. I'm actually looking forward to some conference games in our conference. Obviously the Pats. I can't wait to see the Bucks and the Pats. Like that's probably my number one right now.
Yeah.
Eagles Cowboy September 27th. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. I normally would say Texans at Bills, but I don't know if Deshaun's going to be playing. So that changes how I feel about that.
Yeah, that changes a lot of things.
Yeah, it changes. There's not a lot of hype for the Texans without Watson.
Right.
And there's not a lot of Watson without massages. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
Right.
I'm excited to see the Buccaneers at the Eagles on October 14th.
Hell yeah, I am too. I'll be there. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be there?
Yeah.
Not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Cowboys at Patriots.
Sure. I'm looking forward to Cowboys Bucks right off the start.
Yeah, I'm looking for one more. I'm probably gonna, believe it or not, this might shock you. I'm looking forward to watching the Eagles play the Raiders in Vegas.
I am too. The plan as of right now is
to go to Vegas.
Yeah, I think every Eagles fan has said they want to go to the Vegas game.
I think I'm not an Eagles fan. Any fan wants to go to Vegas. That's why it was such a big deal that they wanted to move there.
Right.
And let's know Jerry Jones helped make that happen. And because who doesn't want to go to fucking Vegas and have your sports team as an excuse to go and then to do all the sin afterwards?
Oh yeah. I mean, you get to go to you have the built-in excuse of, oh honey, yeah, I know I'm going to Vegas. It's for the Eagles game. Really, that's all it is. It's for the Eagles game. But really, we all know it's not. It's because we want to go to freaking Vegas. But yeah, so the Eagles are going to go to Vegas. It will be week 7 of this NFL season. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and bring up, if you want to bring up your Cowboys schedule, you can. I'm going to bring up my Eagles schedule.
Okay. What do we want to call?
If they haven't announced it already, the times, I don't know why they haven't announced the times for each game.
I have the times.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. What game are you trying to figure out?
Well, I was just gonna say the times for each. I know the Eagles Falcons week 1 is at 1:00 in Atlanta. The rest of them I wasn't sure the times. So
except
for the primetime.
I mean, the kickoff game probably the most important.
Obviously, the
Cowboys at Bucks is at 8:20 on NBC. Did you hear that?
You there?
Yeah. You hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
So the Cowboys are at the Buccaneers at 8:20 p.m. on Thursday night opening.
Right.
Okay. What are you looking for after that?
Well, the week 2 Eagles San Francisco.
Let me see. Says 3 p.m. or 3:35 p.m.
Opener. Okay, so it'll be 4:30 my time. Wow, I'm a little surprised the Eagles Niners got 4:00 time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's Fox probably because it's at the Eagles and the Eagles play on Fox.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they're trying to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just figure that they're probably trying to appease the 49er fan base. They don't want to give them a 10 a.m. start.
Okay, let me rephrase. I have the times for all the games up until the 13th of September. After that, it's plug and play. Some have it, some don't.
Right.
So let's run down the first week.
Okay.
All right, Steelers at Bills.
Do you have that in front of you?
CBS.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Well, as of right now, I'll take the Bills. You know, I'm
Shocker!
the Bills Mafia.
Fucking shocker.
I
Never
know,
would
right?
have guessed this motherfucker would pick the Bills.
And that's actually one of the games I would be looking forward to. I obviously won't get a chance to watch because I'll be watching the Eagles and Falcons at the same time slot, but I'll be paying attention to that in the corner with all the updates.
Shocker again. Eric's going to be paying attention to what the Bills do this season. Okay. I'm going to go with the Bills. All that talk just to pick the Bills. All right. Jets at Panthers. No one cares. We got some shitty games, man.
Oh, sorry.
Jets at the Panthers. Hello?
I just had to put that comment up there, and I feel like I broke everything. Yeah, I know. Everybody's telling me that that Landry's frozen. I think, am I frozen too?
Yeah, you are. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, this is lovely. I love when this stuff happens. Here, I'm going to see if I can bring it back on here. All right.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I can't have my TV because I stream all my TV in the man cave.
So it's eating up all your data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you started to look like a decent looking dude for a minute there. The bits and pixels started moving around.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that's not Eric. Tight. All right. So let's go Cardinals at Titans, 1 p.m. on CBS.
Cardinals. I mean, I liked the Cardinals a lot last year, and I think maybe I was a year early on them. I think the Cardinals win this game.
You're almost talking like the Cardinals are your dark horse this year.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Little
You're gonna commit to that?
Our September, our early September episodes when we start talking about dark horse.
Yeah.
I'll probably taking Arizona.
I'm gonna go Titans. I think the Cardinals are more show and smoke than they are substance, in my opinion.
Yeah, to me,
they're the type of team. They have big plays, so they seem exciting, like they're going to pull it off. But longevity-wise, they just never have it enough in the tank to me to wrap up a game. Not against a good team.
Oh, Christopher, bringing some love here tonight. Appreciate all the comments, Christopher. I think the Cardinals trade Hicks for Ertz. That means something. The Eagles get Jordan Hicks back. And I'm
definitely going to TNF versus Tampa Bay. Oh yeah. That's going to be good. Is Tampa going? You think Tampa's going to come out swinging, or are you going to think they're going to come out a little over cocky and get hit in the mouth a little bit and have to back up and recalibrate? I'm still thinking they pull off the win, but I'm thinking,
yeah.
Do you think they look like the team we saw in the Super Bowl? Do you think they have to warm their way in?
I think there'll be points in time in the game when we start to think, okay, this is the team. But overall, yeah, I think they'll be sluggish at times too.
Yeah. Okay. So if you had to pick a score, let's pick the opening game score now, and then we'll change as we go.
I'll say 30-10.
God. The hell, you must not like the Cowboys or something. What the hell's wrong with you?
That Tampa defense is good. It's just my respect for that Tampa defense. I think the defense will show up well for Tampa. I think the offense will start off a little sluggish, but then
I'm going to go 54-28. Cowboys. Micah Parsons takes Tom Brady, puts him in his mouth, and throws him in the trash can. Okay, realistically, I really think I'm going to see. I'm going to go with 20-35. I'm going to go with 35-21, something like that. Okay. Tampa Bay. Yeah. I don't see anybody stopping them yet. I don't,
Mhm.
I definitely don't even think the Chiefs are a threat to them. I think we might see a different team step up and just kind of scheme up well against them. I don't know who
Sure.
that'll be, but all right,
Yeah. Well, I guess
Seahawks at Colts.
I mean, I like the Seahawks typically start off a little slow.
Mhm.
It seems like every year they start off a little sluggish and then get going later in the year. I actually think this could be a case where the Colts get a win here against the Seahawks.
Okay. Eagles at Falcons.
Eagles, baby, all day.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a slaughter. I think the Falcons are junk. People are like, oh, they had a really good draft. I'm like, great. That doesn't translate to wins for the Falcons. That just means they had a good draft.
And yes, Chris. Wow, Chris, are bringing the heat tonight. Love it, man. Thanks for all the support. Will Carson finally beat Seattle? I'm saying yes because it's not the Eagles beating Seattle; it's Carson beating Seattle.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I think the Ginger spreads the leprechaun magic and takes the Seahawks down.
And again, because it's week one, now, do I think Seattle or do I think Indianapolis is a better team overall than Seattle? I don't know that. I actually think they're probably pretty similar, but it's just because week one, I think that Seattle they always start off a little off.
I think Carson Wentz being the best quarterback in the NFL is easily going to take the Colts past the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the best quarterback in the history of them.
Can't beat the guy. I mean, the guy's unbelievable. I mean, I would give up you would have to give me a ton of shit to get that guy.
Absolutely.
There's no way.
At least a third round pick and a second with
maybe if I like the color rose and I was Jewish, maybe I might take less. But any other GM, I'm gonna need a lot to get rid of Carson Wentz. All right.
Yeah.
Vikings at Bengals.
I guess the Bengals. I like Joe Burrow, Jabbar Chase.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to guess that. All right.
I just don't believe in Kirk Cousins.
And I don't believe in the Bengals
as we go on. Yeah.
I don't believe in the period. 49ers at Lions.
49ers.
Okay, easy pick.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. I think this actually might be a little bit of a slugfest. Browns at Chiefs.
Browns at Chiefs. Oh, God, that's a great game.
Right?
Oh, that's a great game.
5 years ago, we wouldn't ever even thought to spit those words out of our mouth, and now we're over here going, the Browns can put up a pretty good fight.
Well, just think about this. When Andy Reid got hired as the coach of Kansas City, if I told you, hey, in a few years, we are going to be ecstatic about the idea of Chiefs Browns week one, I'd be like, what? So I can get in my afternoon nap in before the Sunday night game?
Yeah.
But now, oh man, I like the Browns as a surprise team this year. So I'll take the Browns week one.
Okay. I'm going to go Chiefs by 10. I think it's going to be a tight game up until probably the end of the third, and I think the Chiefs just throw a little octane on it.
Sure. Falcons currently favored by 3.5 over the Eagles week one already. Well, I think nobody really knows what the line's going to end up being. It's still a few months out.
Dude, did you just pick the Falcons, Christopher, or are you just
No, he's saying that's what the point spread is.
Okay.
Like if you went to bet the game.
If someone said, Jay, do you think the Eagles are going to beat the Falcons? I'm going to say, does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Come on, man.
I have no idea how Dolly Parton sleeps.
Eric, there's only one position that lady can possibly sleep in. Just the biggest tits in the world. Come on, dude. All right. Now here's a little nemesis game for you. Dolphins at the Patriots.
Just because I'm going to get used to rooting against the Dolphins all year because the Eagles have the Dolphins first round pick next year. So I want the Dolphins to go 0-17. I'll take the Patriots.
Never thought you'd freaking say that. Never. It's like Brady had to leave the Patriots for Eric to commit to the Pats getting a win. Never thought I'd see it.
It's to help the Eagles. So go
I'm
Patriots.
You're cracking me up, dude. You're starting to have like that molested by a priest or something syndrome because
now
you're treating the world totally. What happened?
No, I'm saying,
Oh, you're up northeast, man. I forgot those comments are different for y'all than this down here. Down here, we laugh at that. Up there, it's real for
We
y'all.
can't be making
That's
those
close
kind
to
of jokes up
home.
here.
That's close to home. Okay, gotcha. Broncos at Giants, 4:25 p.m. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a good game. Look, I think the Giants are an improved team, but and I think the Broncos are an improved team.
I think Ryan is trying to spell the word Pope, but he put in a propes. That's all right.
Yeah,
following my Catholic comment, I think he's trying to talk about the Pope. All right, I'm gonna go Broncos.
I thought it was just maybe my pick of the Denver Broncos over the Giants. The same they're improved.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos, man. I feel like the Broncos, especially if they complete this Aaron Rodgers thing.
Oh, well, yeah,
without a doubt, right? Without a doubt,
if they trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just have to put this up there.
Yeah, Ryan, quit hitting yourself, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's all right, dude.
It's okay, man. We forgive you. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. When you hit yourself on the forehead, that has a lot of, the psychiatric homes for kids back in the day, and you'd see videos of them smacking themselves. Packers at Saints. Okay, this is a debatable game, right? Because with or without Rodgers.
I was going to say, with Rodgers, I'll take the Packers. I actually think the Saints are going to be kind of mediocre this year. I think they're taking a step back.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. I think the Packers really, got their defense together.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Playing the Saints at home, even when they play the Cowboys or a team I really like, it's hard to beat the Saints at home. I'm going to go with the Saints in that game.
And now also remember, this is going to be the first time the Saints have a full crowd. And the last time they went an entire year without a full crowd.
And I've been in that stadium, and I went during a Super Bowl, Niners-Ravens Super Bowl in 2013. I went to New Orleans, and you'd be surprised, people, how small the seats are. If you're overweight or you have arms, you're never comfortable in that stadium. All right.
And I got to put your nephew's comment.
Oh, my nephew's in here. Can't wait till Washington beats the Eagles and the Cowboys this year. Dude, here's what's funny about this cat. He abandoned Washington when they did their name change thing. He's like, F them. I'm a Texans fan now. Now this dude is like jumping back on the WTF wagon. Justin Boyd jumping on the WTF wagon. Get up out. All right. Bears at Rams. Ooh.
This is Rams. This is Rams, right? The Rams are another one of those teams. I think Matt Stafford is going to make such a huge difference for the Rams.
Absolutely. 100.
I think they have a chance to get in. I think they have a better chance of knocking off the Bucs than anybody from the AFC.
Yeah. Now, what do you think happens with the Bears? Do you think they're responsible and they slowly get Justin Fields in, or do you think there's this game where the starting quarterback's just sucking so bad that the crowd is cheering for Justin Fields to come in, and the coach says, "F it, let's do it"? What do you think?
What's the Bears' first home game? That's when I think Justin Fields is coming in, because I think it's going to be Andy Dalton. God bless him. I actually think he had a really nice career, but it's over. And everybody in Chicago knows this is Justin Fields' team, and they're just biding their time until Justin Fields gets in there.
Yep, 100% agree. 100. Okay, so week 2, let's just talk about our teams. We got Cowboys at the Chargers.
Look, the Chargers are another team I think is going to be even though I'm going to be picking the Cowboys to start 0-2, it's not because I don't think the Cowboys are going to end up winning the division, because I do think they're going to end up winning the division.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the Chargers win that game, because I think the Chargers are going to end up. I think they're going to end up second behind Kansas City in the AFC West. And
it's so funny how I think the Eagles are actually going to be good this year, and you don't. I just think it's funny
at best.
Yeah, I think you're crazy, man. I think as long as you have the quarterback that I said is a bigger threat to my team, you always are going to have a chance to pull a win off.
I think they're going to be in most games. I don't think they're going to get blown out very often. I just think it's going to be a matter of a young team trying to figure out how to win.
And following that week of September 26th, we're going to have Monday, September 27th, Eagles at Cowboys.
Well, can we talk about week 2 for the Eagles at the Niners first?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was in week 2. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah, Cowboys, Chargers, and Niners. There you go.
Yeah, Niners.
Sorry,
at the
I jumped to
Eagles,
week
the home
3.
opener. That's going to be an emotional day for me. First day back in the link since the unfortunate passing of my father.
Right.
And so that's going to be an emotional day for me. But I don't think the Eagles pull it out for me. I think the 49ers are going to have a bounce back year. They're going to have a get right year. I really believe that. They have a nice roster.
Yeah. I have the Niners as my dark horse this
Yeah.
year. And I think, they're always going to be in the conversation or hanging around just because of who their coach is.
Yeah.
They're just always going to be competitive.
I love Kyle Shanahan. I like Kyle Shanahan better than I liked Mike Shanahan.
Oh, yeah. Dude, look, Mike Shanahan had freaking Elway, man. I mean, he had
the
Elway.
only reason he did anything is because
well, I don't know about that, but I mean, it's the reason why he won a Super Bowl. I can tell you that. I don't know. Being a winning coach, he was going to be a winning coach regardless, but winning a Super Bowl is because of who his quarterback was. So,
again, Jimmy G stinks. I agree. That's why they've got another quarterback on their roster, Trey Lance.
See, I don't agree. I think Jimmy G just doesn't belong in the system like Shanahan runs. I think he's actually a really solid quarterback. I would take him over about half the quarterbacks in the league. I wouldn't take him over the top 10 guys or anything, but I'd take him over about the other half. I'd take him over Kirk Cousins.
Sure. It's funny. I love debating wins and losses in May. Like, this is great to me.
What else is there to do?
Right?
What else is there to do? Soccer, they don't use their freaking hands.
Yeah.
Baseball takes 9 hours to finish one inning. Football is where it's at. And in May, I will talk football.
Look, just let us talk football. That one day when I write my memoirs, that will be the title of it. Just let us watch football.
I mean, look, you want to throw in something competitive? Cricket. Just kidding. All right. All right, let's talk news, man. Let's talk some of the news around the league.
Let's finish off our Eagles-Cowboys game. Like Monday Night
Football.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't think you wanted to go into week 3. All right.
Yeah, we can go to week 3, and then we can get off under the news.
Okay.
Week 3, Eagles-Cowboys. This is where, again, I think the Eagles beat the Falcons. I think they lose to San Fran, and I think they lose in Dallas on Monday Night Football. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be competitive. And again, this is May. I reserve the right to change my mind when we get into the season, and I will deny that I ever said this.
Well, look, it's the first game we're going to play against each other. So let's bet right now, you and I, barring no major injuries, because we always agree that if there's major injuries, we have the right to change anything.
Sure.
But, I didn't know my quarterback was going to get freaking snapped in half last year.
I didn't know mine was all of a sudden going to go colorblind.
Racist. We're not doing racist talk on this conversation today. All right. I'm going to go. I think the Eagles are more competitive than you're giving them credit for. And, being on the show with Ryan and the other guys, they're obviously in agreement with you. You guys watch them closer than I do. Mm-hmm. I think you have a more competitive team than you guys get. And you have a top tier receiver coming on the freaking field from college who can up and up your post routes and stretch the field. I think that's a big deal.
I like that comment by Brett Rowan, and Dallas will shoot themselves in the foot again.
Brett Rowan, you are obviously a AI bot invading this chat show today. You're not actually a real person. Russia. All right. So I'm going to go with, let's see. If I had to pick a score in the first game, I actually don't think it's going to be like a high scoring game between us. I really don't. I think it's going to be like a 21-17, 21-14, something like that, Cowboys.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, but but then the fan in me wants to say, screw that, 59-0 Eagles.
All right. That's also called fan. It's for fanatic. Fanaticism.
We don't do that on the show.
That's true. We're straight talk.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So let's get into the news. So I got one of the weirder things I thought I saw that I want to make sure we talk about. Tim Tebow
Yeah.
Joining the Jaguars has become a controversy.
I mean, look, if the Jaguars are going to waste their money and have Tim Tebow, who hasn't played in the league in 9 years.
But he'd be a tight end. Me personally, I don't see a problem with that.
Sure, no, I don't have a problem with them trying it. You do whatever you want to do, but if the guy's never played tight end before, like, do we even know he's ever run a drill as a tight end? Like,
so I don't know if you read the scouting report that the guys they said he's in better shape than when he was in the league previously.
Okay.
And it's probably because he's been obviously part of the baseball league and whatnot.
Sure.
I say throw him in at second or third string and just see if he's worth anything. If he's not, cut him.
Yeah, and I like this comment here and by Christopher. You think the Jags on Hard Knocks? I mean, I would watch, especially for Urban Meyer.
We all want to see Urban Meyer. Yeah, we all want to see Urban Meyer. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't even think they need the headline grab to get Hard Knocks. I think just Urban Meyer, the number 1 overall pick, I think that says enough to get the Jags the Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. If you had to pick 3 teams you think are possible candidates for Hard Knocks, who would you go with for?
I mean, the Jags, obviously. I think the Eagles would be a great candidate, especially with everything that's gone on in their front office, including the phantom fist bump from Howie Roseman and Donahue, the executive vice president, which I think most people didn't even know who he was before the phantom fist bump. So yeah, I think the Eagles, especially with the whole Carson Wentz situation, and now the team being turned over to Jalen Hurts. So I think they would make a fantastic case to be on Hard Knocks. After that, I would love the Cleveland Browns. Like, I think they would be a great. I don't
think they'll put them on personally because they were just on there too recently. That's why I don't think they'll get picked.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys haven't been on there since 2008.
The Giants would be a good one.
The Giants. I'm looking at the ones who are actually eligible.
Okay.
You can't have gone to the playoffs in the last 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Remember? So that would leave Arizona Cardinals, Denver Broncos, Giants, Panthers, Cowboys. And those are the teams that they had on the reason I'm saying them is because those are the teams they had on their list last year. I threw the Cowboys on just because HBO has already had them on twice. They almost had them on a third time, and then they went to the playoffs, so they didn't pick them again. HBO has a good relationship with Jerry Jones. That's why that has a lot to do with that. But I could see the Jaguars for sure. I personally think Jaguars should be the front runner. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind seeing the Arizona Cardinals or the Giants. I don't know anything about their front office. I would love to know more.
Yeah, Miami would be another one that I would like.
Miami was on there in, let's see. I think you can't have been on there in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Yes, they would be eligible.
All right, cool.
I think they were on in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Miami. I'm bringing up my Hard Knocks folder with all my episodes. So in 2001, it was Baltimore Ravens. 2002 and 2008 was Dallas Cowboys. 2004 was Jacksonville Jaguars. 2007 was Kansas City Chiefs. 2009 and 2013 was Cincinnati Bengals. 2010 New York Jets. 2012 Miami Dolphins. 2014 was Atlanta Falcons. 15 was Houston Texans. 2016 was the Rams. 2017 was Tampa Bay. 2018 was the Browns. 2019 was the Oakland Raiders. And 2020 was Chargers and the Rams.
They won't do it, but I think the Texans would be another good
team. Are you kidding? It would just be like, I mean, we don't even know if Deshaun would even be in the building to film. It's like every time they catch him, there's a masseuse with them. Like they crack a door open and there he is, like getting massaged.
You would have to show the very first episode. Deshaun Watson getting a massage.
Yeah, and then he shows up like at work, and like some pregnant girl shows up
here the whole time.
Yeah, some girl that was massaging him like 3 episodes ago. On the 4th episode, she's pregnant already.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even realize this.
Wow.
Yeah. First time, I think, yeah, probably since Sunday Night Football got moved to NBC. This is the first time the Eagles are not scheduled to play a Sunday night game.
Yeah, and I think you're with me on this. We both agree that Monday Night Football should not be on a cable network. It should be on a public network.
It should be back on ABC.
Absolutely. And if not ABC, CBS, or NBC.
Well, sure, yeah. But I say ABC because then at least it stays in the Disney family. Like, if that's the point.
Yeah, the tradition.
Disney.
No, my point isn't, I don't care if it's what family it's with. I think football should be on public stations that you can get with an antenna. I don't think football should ever be secluded to a cable network.
Football,
I think it's ridiculous.
That sport. It's the American sport. Yeah. That it's like you don't have to get anything extra to get your local football team.
And not to mention, I have never liked during Monday Night Football ESPN's commentary. Gruden was okay, but he got repetitive.
Trash now.
Yeah. They tried Winton, and Winton doesn't have a personality for that. Right. They needed to get, rumors were this offseason. Well, not rumors, but it was true.
Oh, yeah.
ESPN did try to get Romo.
And remember, I told you 2 years ago, after Romo's first year broadcasting, I said ESPN's going to make a play for him to get.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And they tried. Yeah.
CBS offered Romo the biggest analyst contract in history.
And for the Eagles fans still watching out there, I want to ask all of you, am I a traitor because I like Tony Romo's commentary?
No. Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys who probably not want to admit.
Like, I'm open about it, that I really like him as a commentator.
I like him because it's like listening to a backyard football guy talk about football. The way he gets excited about he brings some animation to the booth.
Well, right. Okay, good. Yeah, good.
Yeah. I just think he's an animated commentator. He's not like monotone. He's not trying to be like an architect and talk about the technicalities. He's just straight up.
You can just tell he loves football.
Yeah. He's a high IQ football player.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And I love some of the stuff that he brought. Oh, nice. I'm getting a lot of support here. And I just love I'm a football junkie. I know you are too. And he brings it to the level where he explains things for people like me who always ask questions when on a punt, like Eagles-Carolina game, Eagles are punting the football and they're trying to kill the clock at this point. They have the lead, and I think it was a 2-score game at this point. And they kick the ball and Carolina doesn't field it, and the Eagles go down and down it. And he brings up, he's like, they should have let the clock go a little more to get it down to the 2-minute warning. Now they run a play, they get a free timeout after the next play because it's 2-minute warning. And I thought that, I'm like, damn, I didn't even think of that. And again, I like to consider myself like a high IQ football fan.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought of that. And I was just like, man, that's that was next level knowledge.
Yeah, 100%, man. I like when he gets all pumped up, like he thinks he knows the play. He goes, oh, it's going to be a toss left or a play action right. He's like, here it goes, Jim. And then it is. And you're like, shit, dude, he's calling every freaking play.
Oh, I know. At one point, he got called out. We're like, dude, you can't do that every play.
Yeah. Jim Nance slaps him upside the head with an iron cast griddle.
Yeah, because Jim Nance just slaps him with his hand. Tony Romo's like, get the hell out of here with that.
Jim Nance likes Romo because it's probably up Jim Nance's career, basically making him more popular being with Romo.
Yeah, all of a sudden people are like, why can't the CBS crew do the Super Bowl every year?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
No matter who does the Super Bowl, I would love to have Tony Romo as an extra commentator in their booth, and just sort of he could just throw in crazy little comments after every play.
Cool.
Like Collinsworth and Al Michaels doing the game, and then you just see Tony Romo pop in there with a CBS jacket.
Yeah, and Jim Nance has been doing it so long, and I can't remember if Jim Nance was ever on Madden. Was he?
Yes.
If it wasn't Madden, then he was on NFL 2K Dreamcast. He was on something.
He was on Madden. I don't remember the years, but he was on Madden a little bit.
All right. Other subjects. Let's talk about Rodgers, man. Now, last time I said 10 to 20% chance Rodgers starts for the Packers. You were on the total opposite side of me, 80%.
Yeah, I still believe he's going to be on the Packers. Okay. We're being told it was in the Gamecast that Jim Nance was on there.
You mean Dreamcast? I don't. Rodgers is too burnt, man. I can't see it.
See, I think there's a better chance that he retires than that he plays anywhere else.
Okay. Well, I said return to the Packers. I didn't say go to
Yeah.
another team. I said there's a 10 to 20% chance I think he comes to the Packers.
I'm
They made him a big offer.
I still think
rumor.
he's going back to the Packers because look, at the end of the day, money's going to talk here. I think he's going to make the money playing with the Green Bay Packers, and I think he comes back and plays one more year with the Packers, and then he's going to decide if he wants to retire or if they're going to let him out of his contract. Because I think at the end of year 2, you did invest in Jordan Love, like you did draft the guy. At some point, you're going to have to play him, or what are you going to do? Decide, like Aaron Rodgers plays 4 years and then says, all right, screw it, I'm out. And Jordan Love's contract is now up. You're going to have to pay the guy having never seen him play.
Now, they're rumored, the Packers, to be offering him a bigger deal with guaranteed, we could let you go or anything for like 3 years. And if that happens, then I believe if he comes back, he accepts that. But I'm talking right now in current form of no deal is struck. I don't see him returning to the Packers.
Okay. I do think there's a good chance they change the deal just so everybody can kind of save face.
Yeah. I mean, I can see them saying, hey, here's more guaranteed money. Here's a guarantee that we're committing to you for at least the next 3 years. After that is when we won't commit. And I think he's saying that put me up. I think what Aaron Rodgers wants, guarantee me I'm a Packer until I'm 40 years old. And then at 40, I'll be one.
I wonder if now at this point what he wants is he wants to write his own ending like Peyton Manning did, like Tom Brady did.
Well, then you'd be following my line of idea that he wants out regardless.
Yeah, but I think that what's going to happen is he's out after the 2021 season.
Okay.
Because at this point, if he leaves and goes somewhere, he's going somewhere where the team is already constructed. He just becomes part of it. I think he wants to go where he becomes part of it, like at the beginning of the process, and he can kind of construct. Like if he went somewhere in March of next year, like that's when he were to go to say like a Denver or whomever, maybe a Washington, who'd be in line for needing a quarterback. You know, like if you were to go to Denver I think it would be next March. He goes to Denver, and then they kind of construct the roster similarly to the way they did for Peyton Manning at the end of his career.
I saw a very interesting question on a sports radio show that I'm on, and I saved a screenshot of it. Would you take Tom Brady first overall over every NFL player in the last 25 years if you had to do it again? So
we're going back 25 years.
25 years, yeah. So okay. 1995. So
I get it. Okay, I get him at the beginning of his career. Yeah.
Yeah. You would.
He's the GOAT.
Me too. Yeah. I don't know. When that question is posed, I'm like, I really don't see a lot of controversy there. Okay.
We're getting a couple of yeses already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm torn on the Rodgers thing, though. I really am. I think the dude just needs to get the hell out of there.
What do you want to see happen?
Well, I want to see him leave just because I don't think he's been done right. You haven't ever given the dude a weapon. He has the same problem that Tom Brady suffered with the Pats. Yeah, you're a good defensive coach. Yeah, there's a lot of, good players, but you have never brought me a name player like who we got from another team that was already built his career is like a hot shot and we got him in his prime. He looks at Tom Brady and says, this dude reached out. The Pats let Antonio Brown go. He went to another team and said, I want Antonio Brown, and they gave it to him. He's like, that's what I want. I want to pick who I want. I know who I can win with. I think that's how Rodgers feels, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I agree with you. Look, to me, I don't understand. When you pick a quarterback and you say, okay, this is the face of our franchise, because, look, make no mistake about it, your quarterback's the most important player on your roster. I don't know how you don't include him in every decision. I'm not saying that like he makes every decision, but I'm just saying like when you go and talk about it, like, oh, hey, so we're thinking about these two guys. Any preference?
Right.
And it's you don't even have to go with it, but it's just like, okay, we just wanted to get your input. And it's like, we're not promising we're going to go with your decision, but it's going to be a part of the conversation in the room.
Yeah.
And I think Deshaun Watson wanted that. And I think guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have earned that in their careers to be a part of that conversation.
Speaking of Deshaun Watson,
Mm-hmm.
do we think he starts for the Texans?
No,
Is he going to be there on opening day?
I don't think you can. The way things are right now, I don't think you can bring him out there opening day.
It's been pretty quiet on the Deshaun Watson front.
Yeah.
You just haven't heard a lot from that dude or his lawyer.
Yeah.
So, which tells me one of two things are happening. They're moving towards a jury or they're working through settlements for each person.
Yeah. Now, if it's settled and there's no pending case, I wonder if Goodell just comes in and says personal conduct clause and suspends him 4 games.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Let's say he is guilty or he does settle.
I think if he's guilty, I'd imagine, is there jail time associated with that?
If it goes to jury and is convicted, there's no way Deshaun Watson's lawyer would put this in a jury's hands at the end of the day, because all it takes is him sympathizing with 1 out of 25 people, and that could be 6 months to a year in jail. So I think at the end of the day, everybody gets paid off regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had to suspend him, what do you think would be fair if he settled?
If he settles,
I say 4 games.
He was never convicted of anything, and I think you just say the 4 games. That's the standard you put out there.
Yeah.
Maybe you could up it to 6, because I think didn't you do that with a couple other guys?
Well, I think you either go 4. I either think you do 4 or you just plain old say half the season.
See, I think I'm trying to remember now the personal code, what he put down as the mandatory suspension.
I don't remember. The last one I remember of settled out of court physical altercation, like domestic violence, was what's his name on the Cowboys. He was on the Panthers, the guns.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah. He's the last guy that I can say something like that, but yeah, I agree with Christopher. There was no evidence.
Yeah.
A little too much. What do you think about that? My whole thing, I don't like the Goodell commissioner thing. I think whatever the law does should be followed by the NFL. If someone is proven not guilty, I don't think you should be able to double jeopardy them, so to speak.
Sure. If they are acquitted in a trial, then yes, I agree. They should not be held.
The commissioner shouldn't come in like a parent and be like, yeah, but you were in that position, so I'm going to punish you for being in that position. I'm like, get out of here. That means anybody can make an accusation, and you could assume I was a part of that, even though I wasn't.
But a settlement's not an acquittal. That's you didn't go to trial.
Well, you don't know if a settlement is a settlement of, hey, we're sorry we hurt your feelings, but, you don't have a case, but we're willing to make this go away. Or if it's we're guilty, but will you take money instead of a jury? We don't know. And it's still document what that could mean. So to me, unless you are found guilty by a court of law, and guilty is not a settlement in the court of law, unless you are found guilty, I don't think you should be punished.
Okay. See, hey, John, how's it going tonight? See, I guess I see it a little differently. I just see it as, a settlement doesn't mean you're not taking away someone's ability to you're not suspending him indefinitely. You're giving him a suspension for giving a bad reputation, for bringing bad press to the league.
Yeah.
And regardless of what happened, he's bringing bad press to the league. And so, a suspension of 4 games in the grand scheme of things is a lot less than if you said, oh, okay, you were convicted, so now, the law can do with you whatever they want, but we're suspending you for an entire season. To me, because
the reason I don't agree with
guilty, you're suspending him for
bringing bad press to the name. Mm-hmm. Well, you can say if I didn't do anything, the person who is allegating something towards me falsely is bringing bad press to the game.
If it's and that's where everything goes case by case basis.
Yeah,
if you see the evidence and it's clear there was no evidence or not enough to say whether or not the burden of proof is different in this case. I just feel like the burden of proof is not beyond a reasonable doubt. Because if you say beyond a reasonable doubt, that's a criminal case. Like that's whereas opposed to like the more likely than not, I think is applicable. And I get it. You side the other way. You think that it's beyond the reasonable doubt is the way that like the Goodell should settle it the same way the law. And I get
Right.
why you say it that way.
In other words, I don't think Goodell's above the law's judgment. So I'm like, why are you putting your own personal judgment in there when the law, who has access to everything, remember the law has access to everything that Goodell can't see. The law can get into anything they want. And if they don't find anything, how in the hell can Goodell think that he has enough? That's my problem with that. You know, he put, don't smack your girl, don't do drugs. I feel like professional athletes shouldn't be that hard not to do things. Look, I agree. Look, a real common sense thing as a human being, this isn't a don't hit a woman, don't hit a man, don't hit anybody.
Right.
Just keep your hands off people in general.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're in an octagon or you're suiting up in a helmet and shit, what are you doing putting your hands on anybody in this world? Unless you're wrestling around with your girl and you're trying to do something, you know, kinky, but that's totally different. But, you know, don't be...
Stay out of those conversations.
Yeah, don't be doing the Irish mix, smack around, wife beater sure thing. Don't be doing that. Eric, you look guilty. You look guilty. I said that line just to see if you would laugh at the comment. Guilt. You are punishable for bringing bad press to this show with that kind of freaking.
Yeah, I think I probably need to be suspended for 4 shows now.
Definitely. Well, that's all I got for the show.
The laugh is if I ever tried that on my wife, it would be me with the black eye, not her.
Well, hey, if you want to win a lawsuit, be the victim in the end. All right, that's my advice, folks. That's our show.
Great legal advice to close out the show. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Awesome comments. And Ryan, I just always go by that motto. It's all my fault.
All Eric's fault. I love that.
Yeah.
And well, he's pregnant. We got to give him a pass.
All right. Exactly. It says hormones.
All right, close it out, Eric.
Everybody, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Chris, John, everybody. Too many guys to even mention tonight. We had a lot.
Keep your personal life to yourself, brother. We're just closing out a show here.
And don't forget, I need to find that banner so I can put it up here for us.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got to put it up there so everybody can see
this is for
the shows for Philly Burst live shows. Check them all out. We got a couple shows on Monday, a couple on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. Nothing on Tuesday.
Tables, Ladders, and Chairs is one of my favorite names of any show.
Yeah, well, check it out tomorrow night, 9:00.
Oh, no, I'm not going to go that far, but I love the name.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the support. Everybody, have a great night. Thanks for joining us, and go Birds.
Laters.